Burlesque is sexual, but it's also unattainable. So that person can kind of revel in your shared sexuality for a few minutes, and they don't get to touch you. They don't get to go anywhere near you. As far as it goes, you're just a fantasy to them. You are this creation of femininity that you've put in front of it. And of course, it's all your control. You're the one that's in control. You're in control of how you're perceived, how you're seen, what you show and what you don't show, because not everybody takes everything off. I think people forget that. Some girls keep their corsets on because they might not be as confident about their tummies and things like that. It's all what we want you to see. It's very much, they say, oh, you know, it's empowering. It is empowering because you're in control, you're making the rules. And people that are like, oh, it's exploiting women and things like this, it's not, because if we didn't want to do it, we wouldn't do it. Preparing an act is a labour of love. I think it's one of the most not understood bits of burlesque, because everybody thinks, oh yeah, they just get on the stage, it's a couple of minutes and that's it. But the planning and the preparation can take months, literally, from the idea you've had at like 3 o'clock in the morning in a dream or something to actually putting it on a stage. You've got music to think about, you've got makeup, you've got costume, and if you're crazy and you hand rhinestone everything, that takes so much time and you nearly go blind from the effort. Well, that's the point. You've got to actually choreograph, you've got so many things to think about. This Marie Antoinette one has actually been in my head for a good couple of months now, at least. My stage persona is really a very exaggerated version of how I am, because I'm very quiet in my everyday life. I mean, I used to be a librarian, and that makes people really laugh because they're like, that's the quietest, most meek job you can get, and now you go and take your clothes off on a stage. So she's a lot more extroverted than I am. She's not afraid to go up to people and be cheeky to them, whereas in real life I'm actually quite quiet. I will keep myself to myself. I'm not a big partier or anything, like I hardly drink, I'm really quiet. I'll sit at home with the cat on Facebook most nights. Like, we don't really go out and do much. But Isabel's, yeah, she's a bit of a liability sometimes. She does get me into trouble, but she's just an amped up version. She's like me turned to 11, pretty much. Well, I wanted to use that one as my dog because it's white, and then it'll fit in the dove pan and turn into the cape. But it won't fit. So I had to make a bird that I can then go BAM and squash it and look like I'm murdering this poor little dove. Shove it in the pan to cover up the fact that I've killed it, and then go, ooh, cake! Burlesque is basically a celebration of being a woman. It's the art of the tease, it's fantastic, it's empowering, it's wonderful, and it's huge. There's a whole world out there, and that's what I love about it.
la